Hello, my name is Jared Hahn, and I'm here to talk about a heated topic known as hydraulic fracturing, or fracking. According to LiveScience.com, fracking is a drilling technique for extracting oil and natural gases from deep underground. Hydraulic fracturing began as an experiment in 1947, but was not commercially successful until 1950. You might be asking, what is hydraulic fracturing? Fracking is a form of well stimulation where pressurized liquid is shot down into a well about 1 mile to 2 miles deep, creating cracks in deep rock formations through which natural gas, petroleum, and brine will flow freely. The fluid that is pumped down into the well is known as slick water. It is mostly water, though it can also contain a wide range of additives and chemicals. Additives can include salts, acid, alcohol, lubricants, and disinfectants. Although slick water is 98% water, it does have about 2% of those additives. According to the EPA, once the underground rock is shattered and the trapped reservoirs of gas and oil are released, they are pumped back to the surface along with millions of gallons of what is known as flowback liquid. The flowback liquid contains water and other toxins, including radioactive material, heavy metals, hydrocarbons, and other types of carbons. Although fracking was successfully used in the 1950s, it was not until the early 2000s that it became extremely popular. In 2000, there was about 276,000 natural gas wells. But if we look 10 years later, it doubled to almost 510,000 natural gas wells. And the Department of Energy estimates that about 13,000 new wells are produced each year. Location, location, location. The areas where fracking is most profitable include the Great Plains from Canada south into Texas, the Great Plains region, and the Marcellus Shale, which extends from New York to Ohio and south to Virginia. Is it safe? That is the biggest question that is asked about fracking. Proponents of fracking claim that it is safe and a clean method for securing a source of energy that the United States desperately needs. But researchers at Duke University tested drinking waters from around 60 sites throughout Pennsylvania and New York in 2011. And what they found was shocking. They found high levels of methane in the water. And the U.S. Department of Interior says the levels that were found were dangerous and required urgent hazard mitigation action. At a federal level, fracking is exempt from some of the requirements of the Safe Drinking Water Act, which require anyone that is putting anything into the ground to disclose the amount of chemicals that are being used. However, Wyoming, Michigan, and Texas have created regulations that require everything to be disclosed when there's fracking. Fracking and me. I've had a small amount of experience with fracking. When I went on a mission trip to Virginia, the land we were staying on had a rich oil reserve. In order to keep the farm afloat, the farmer allowed a fracking company to use his land to extract the oil. In exchange, he got money and free gas for all of his vehicles. If you looked at it from afar, the land really didn't look much different. But if you went exploring on the property, you saw the amount of deforestation that was happening to the property. The deforestation was caused by the company needing to bring their mechanical devices in, trucks in, and for the oil to be pumped out and given to the public. Before leaving the farm, I asked the farmer if he could go back and do it again. Would he allow the companies to come in and use his land? He stated no, because it destroyed the beautiful property that he had. Thank you. Have a nice day.